How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony, and today we're back with the predictions for Saturday night's main event. I know these predictions normally came out on Friday afternoons, but due to the fact that one of the, I mean, but due to the fact that the participants of the Women's US Championship Tournament Finals was gonna be decided tonight on SmackDown, I decided to wait and to watch SmackDown before doing this prediction. So, if you are here, then you know who won last night on SmackDown. But if you like me to keep doing predictions, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. And as you always know, I always go from the match with the least amount of stakes to the biggest stakes. So that's why we're gonna begin with the only non-title match on this show, which is Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. How did we get here? Obviously, this match was not supposed to be here. Remember, originally it was supposed to be Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins with on Saturday night's main event, but due to the fact that Bronson Reed broke his foot on War Games, we practically got this set up in the last 2 weeks. The last time we saw Drew McIntyre was inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk, and now he's coming back for revenge, practically attacking anybody that was teaming up that helped Roman Reigns, which means Sami Zayn, he was the one that attacked Jey Uso. Tonight on SmackDown, he attacked Jimmy, which means, I mean, he's not going after Punk because he said, at least Punk bribed Heyman to get something out of it. So at least he's intelligent. So we know that feud is over. We know that. And with what happened tonight on SmackDown, I am starting to feel that Drew and Roman is the direction for WrestleMania 41. Because if you're doing tribal combat on January 6th, if you're doing tribal combat on January 6th, and I know this is, I'm not talking about this match, but I think this has to do with it. If you're doing tribal combat on January 6th, Solo and Roman then is not the match for WrestleMania. I'm starting to think that Drew and Roman is the match for WrestleMania 41. And if you want that to be the case and want it to feel like a big deal, two years later, 2 years after Clash at the Castle, where Solo Sikoa costed Drew the title, I mean, Drew has to win here. Oh, and another thing, this originally was supposed to be the match for WrestleMania 40. Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn was gonna be the match at WrestleMania 40, not Sami versus Gunther. But due to the Brock Lesnar situation, the injuries that happened, this match didn't happen. So now we are getting it on Saturday night's main event. You see, one way or another, if Triple H has a plan, even if it's 8 months later, he shoehorns it and takes advantage of an injury to shoehorn his plan. But yeah, I think Drew has to win here, definitely. Sami Zayn, he's the type of babyface, he's the underdog from the underground. Underdogs lose most of the time, so when they win, it matters. Sam is saying a loss doesn't affect him here. If Drew and Roman is the match for WrestleMania 41, then Drew has to win here. And now we'll continue with the Women's World Championship match. Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. And I know I said this on the Survivor Series review. Why in the hell Io did not pin Liv inside War Games? Why did you let Rhea pin Liv? It made Io look like an idiot. And I know, and I know that what they did last month, they tried to give Io a credible chance. And obviously when both Io and Rhea grabbed the title, at the same time, practically teasing an Io versus Rhea match, we know that Liv is gonna win here. She's gonna retain. Or maybe, Rhea helps Io win the title. I don't know. But if I was Triple H, I wouldn't go back to Rhea and Liv, because ever since the Raquel Rodriguez botch on Bad Blood, people stopped giving a damn about this feud, if I'm being completely honest. And Io is in a weird position. She's just here to make Liv look good, take the Oblivion, 1, 2, 3, gets attacked after the match, Rhea makes the save. That's it. That's her role in this situation. And I know that I'm going, not too much into depth with some matches, but I apologize. But if you're giving me something that's predictable outcomes with a little bit of build up because of injuries, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Okay, now this is a match that I think is gonna be pretty good, but the outcome once again is I think it's pretty predictable. Michin and Chelsea Green are in the finals of the Women's US Championship Tournament. Who's gonna be the first ever Women's US Champion? Michin, obviously, last night on SmackDown, she beat Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton, which I thought was pretty obvious. But the thing is, she practically beat her clean, which kind of surprised me, because I know that they're building to the Tiffany Stratton face turn, but if you want to turn somebody babyface, have at least somebody accidentally, quote unquote, like a Candice LeRae, and make us think, did Candice do it intentionally? Or have Nia accidentally hit her with the briefcase? Because we all know that the angle is that Tiffany's gonna cash in on Nia. We know that. And I think they're waiting until Mania. So literally this is as if Bret Hart had the Money in the Bank briefcase in '94 to cash in on Yokozuna. Except Yokozuna is 10 times the worker Nia Jax will ever be. Like, what the heck, man? Like, but yeah, that Mitchell beat Tiffany Stratton. And I really like the Bailey and Chelsea Green match, like, on SmackDown. I thought that was pretty good. And if we really think about it, Chelsea beat her clean. If we really think about it, I mean, Piper didn't attack Bailey. She only took out Chelsea out of the ring, and then Bailey gave Piper Niven an elbow drop, and then Chelsea threw Bailey on the barricade. She got inside the ring, and when Bailey came back in on Prettier 1, 2, 3, it was pretty much a clean victory, which really surprised me. I thought they were really gonna protect Bailey, but I understand why they did it clean, because this is the biggest win of Chelsea Green's career. Up to this point, this is the biggest win in Chelsea Green's career, and now she's gonna become the first ever women's US champion, which I think it's pretty obvious. You know, this is a rematch of the dumpster match they had, I think, late August, early September, so 3 months later they face once again. Michin won that one. She has to return the favor. Chelsea Green becomes the first ever women's US champion. And I hope she holds it for a long time, because I love me a hot mess. If I'm being completely honest with y'all. And now we come to the caviar of this show. Triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. As you may know, I've let my feelings about Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship reign known. I think Gunther doesn't know how to do a promo, which when he was the IC champion he could get away with that. He's a guy that only in ring work matters, and when you are the world champion and you decline to do media interviews and have no promo ability, what did you expect the company to do to build you up? And then the way he came out dressed on Monday on Raw, my guy, you are the World Heavyweight Champion, and you look like me trying to go to a family party or trying to buy a Astrobot on freaking Walmart. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, I don't know if he's falling into a comfort zone or if he thinks his ring work is enough. But one thing I've got for sure, Gunther is not going to WrestleMania as the World Heavyweight Champion. He's not going to WrestleMania as the World Heavyweight Champion. For me, he should lose the title today on Saturday night's main event. And Damian Priest is not gonna win it, because the money with Damian Priest right now is in the chase, building him up to be the guy on Monday Night Raw. So that just leaves Finn Balor winning the World Heavyweight Championship, because I've said this to people that I know a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, if a guy in a wrestling show, if a heel has an 8-year obsession in becoming world champion once again, at some point he has to win, right? So I think that definitely Damian Priest was just put here just for Finn Balor to pin him, because I know that Triple H is enamored with Gunther, so he's not gonna get pinned. I mean, Cody Rhodes pinned him, but Cody's the face of the company, so obviously he's not losing to some quote-unquote chump. I think Finn Balor wins here. I think Finn Balor pins Damian Priest, and remember, no, the triple threat means no disqualification. Judgment Day is allowed to interfere here. But remember, that means also Kaiser can interfere if Judgment Day gets involved. So we need to watch and see how are they gonna overbook this in a way that Finn Balor wins the title. Because that is the only outcome I can see here. The guy has an 8-year obsession with becoming champion. At some point he has to win. So yeah, Finn Balor, in my opinion, should be the new world heavyweight champion. And now we are in the main event. Cody Rhodes, the guy that finished the story on WrestleMania 40, defends his title against Kevin Owens. As you all know, ever since WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes has been in a way still battling the bloodline. And all came to a head in Bash in Berlin, where Nick Aldis told Kevin Owens, hey, if you don't want this title shot, I'm gonna give it to Roman Reigns. And Kevin Owens said, no, I'll take the title shot. In Bash in Berlin, Kevin Owens had the chance. Cody Rhodes was hurt. But Kevin Owens didn't pull the trigger. And that led to Cody Rhodes still be WWE champion. Fast forward 5 weeks later to Bad Blood. Roman Reigns needed a partner. Cody Rhodes stepped up to help Roman against Solo and Jacob. And after the show, Kevin Owens attacked Cody in the parking lot outside of Cody's bus. And as you know, the road to Crown Jewel was Kevin Owens accidentally hit Randy Orton with an elbow, and Randy retaliated, giving us that brawl on Crown Jewel, and obviously the SmackDown after, when Kevin Owens gave Randy Orton the power driver. So they've been building Kevin Owens as a monster. And you know, the way that they sold the power driver, we haven't seen Randy Orton since on television. So obviously, we haven't seen Randy Orton since. You know where I'm going. Obviously, Cody Rhodes is gonna retain the title. Our Cuban Christ will save us from the Canadian fat boy. Because our champion should look with class, panache, pizzazz, like our Cuban Christ. And obviously, the guy from Missouri is gonna punt kick Kevin Owens' head to the 15th row into the popcorn vendor's thingy where he has the popcorn. That's where Kevin Owens' head will land. And I said that Cody Rhodes was gonna retain, but I didn't say that Cody was gonna win the match. Obviously, Kevin Owens is gonna win this match by disqualification. Kevin Owens is gonna win this match by disqualification thanks to Randy Orton giving the punt kick. By Randy Orton performing the punt kick. Because they used a ball driver, which is a bad move. Another bad move is the punt kick. So I think it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here. I think it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here. It's either Cody wins by pinfall or Kevin Owens wins by disqualification. But Randy Orton is gonna be involved either way. I am more leaning for the Kevin Owens winning by disqualification, because that way you can start building dissension between Randy and Cody, because we know that match is gonna happen down the line. We know that. We know that. So I prefer the disqualification finish to start building that. And then you can do, I don't know, like in the, and then you can do a triple threat match where Cody wins and then Randy Orton snaps after that match, which I think it's the way to go. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a pretty good show, and those are my predictions for Saturday night's main event, Saturday, December 14th, 2024. As always, if you like this type of content, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bury hatchets with your families. Create beautiful memories, because life's too short, but those memories will last a lifetime. As always, this is Anthony signing off. Bye bye.